Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video doing the extended European outlook for today's second video. So as was on Tuesday, we're having a look at the weather for the next 30/42 days across Europe, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just say that first, a video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've got a 10 to 14 day with all of the regular features on the way later on Saturday as well. I'm sorry everybody, please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content, and thank you so much everyone for doing that. Thank you so much to ECMWF.INT for supplying the charts and the data as well, by the way. Thank you so much, EC. Right, we're going to start off with the week 1 mean sea level pressure anomaly, taking us through the week that we're currently in, the 20th to 27th of May, with high pressure to the north across Scandinavia and low pressure across the western and also central parts of Europe, the Azores high, reaching into Spain and Portugal. 500 millibar heights looking like this. Again, we see an area of high pressure between Scotland and Scandinavia and back into Eastern Europe with a trough of low through parts of Western Europe. Winds will be coming in from a relatively warm easterly direction in most places. Temperature anomalies looking like this. Certainly warm for Northern Europe anyway. We see that Scandinavia, Nordic and Baltic Sea states, as well as as well as Germany and Poland as well, and Ukraine also coming out with temperature anomalies around 3-6 degrees above average, and for southern parts of Norway and Sweden up to 6-10 degrees above average. UK and Ireland also above average too. However, we come further southwards, it'll be fine, but parts of France, northern Spain and Portugal coming out a little bit on the cooler than average side, and to some southeastern parts of Europe, particularly Romania towards Black Sea, and southwards down to one or two of the Greek islands, although some southern parts of the southeast of Med looking warmer than normal there. Italy is cooler than average in the north, and warmer than average down in the south. And precipitation wise, lots of regional variations, so it's drier than average through Spain and Portugal, wetter than average through France, below countries Belgium, Holland, Netherlands, and also into Germany and eastern parts of Poland. Going further southwards in towards Italy, over the Adriatic toward the Balkans as well, above average rainfall there. A little bit further eastwards though, around the Black Sea, up towards Ukraine, and also going towards some parts of Turkey. It's a bit on the drier than average side, and some of the Greek islands coming out drier than normal too. And then across northern Europe, we've got large portions of Scandinavia and also northeastern Russia, and also Nordic regions with dry than average condition, so sorry everybody, and across the UK and Ireland, a mix of weather, but generally rather slightly wetter than average, especially so for more eastern regions. Right, week 2 will be the 27th of May to the 3rd of June, with low pressure again in the Atlantic and down to Spain, Portugal, high pressure across northern and also eastern parts of Europe, maybe 500 millibar heights looking like this. Mostly high pressure dominated across certainly northern and western Europe. Anyway, low pressure is out in the Atlantic. The temperature anomaly next week looking pretty warm across northern Europe. So like Germany and Poland, northwards through the Baltic Sea states of Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania and Denmark, up to Scandinavian Peninsula, and also parts of Finland, with temperature at 9-6 degrees above average. And more widely across most other parts of Europe, we see temperature at around 1 to 3 degrees above normal. Just really the eastern portion of the Mediterranean up towards the Black Sea, where we see something a little bit cooler coming through there. And as far as precipitation goes, next week, so a little bit wetter than average for Ireland and the UK, drier than average for the eastern again, everybody from these east parts of Europe, and then down into Med, the eastern portion of Med, a little bit wetter, central part of the Med, a little bit drier, eastern parts of Spain, a bit wetter, and the western part of Spain, and back to Portugal, drier than normal. Lots of variation from area to area. Week 3 is the 3rd to the 10th of June. Now, it could be a bit of a reversion back to westerlies here, with low pressure between Greenland and Scandinavia. High pressure is shifting down towards the south and the east of Europe and pulling out into the Atlantic. That might be bringing westerlies back into northern and also western parts of Europe. The 500 millibar height anomaly shows the higher pressure slipping towards the east, with probably lower pressure around here. Temperature anomalies for week 3, largely above average in most places. That's a little bit cooler for Ireland, Western France, Spain, Portugal, closer to normal there. But overall, yes, it's a pretty mild week or warm week to come then. Precipitation-wise, though, we do see things changing a little bit for the west of Europe. So Ireland, the UK, France, the Low Countries down to Spain, in towards Norway as well, possibly some rather above average rainfall there, with the driest weather shifting more towards the east and the southeast of Europe. Week 4 is a temp to the 17th of June, with low pressure again in the northern Atlantic and going into the Norwegian Sea towards Scandinavia. Also, 500 millibar height anomaly, looking rather westerly. High pressure is out in the Atlantic, with probably going to be lower pressure here and probably bringing in like a westerly flow, across the north and the west of Europe. The temperature anomaly is largely average or slightly above. Not a big deviation by this point, but then again, with 4 weeks out, so the signal is probably weakening. And precipitation-wise, perhaps a bit drier across these more southern parts of Europe, and perhaps a little bit wetter through the northern part of Europe. Again, the signal is weakening as we're 4 weeks out. Let's just go through weeks 5 and 6 data before we go, because why not? That's the 30-day okay done, though. No, week 5 will be the 17th, 24th of June. So just some lower pressure then, really, across many parts of Europe then. The 500 millibar height anomaly shows higher pressure is out in the Atlantic and in the southeastern corner, with probably in reality lower pressure through here. The temperature anomaly again average just slightly above, and the precipitation anomaly looks like that. Very weak signal. Could be a little bit wet across the north of Europe and a little bit drier in the south though. And then lastly, week 6 will be the 24th of June to the 1st of July. All a bit mysterious by now. Some low pressure down here, maybe being triggered by the heat, though, heat blows and whatnot, which don't actually produce much of way of precipitation. 500 millibar height showing a ridge building from the Atlantic into Western Europe, so that would settle things down and warm things up for the north and the west of Europe. Temperature is still largely above average, and lastly, precipitation driving average across the southwest, and no signal elsewhere. All a little bit mysterious by the time you get into the second half of June, but there we go. That's usually what happens for weeks 5 and 6. Right, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, make sure to everyone for doing that, and we'll have a look at this one again on Friday evening with a UK and Ireland focus video. And then we will do our general European outlook again next Tuesday, as always. We're going to be back a little bit later on. We're 10 to 14 days, so come back for that later. For this week's extended European outlook, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.